It's Wednesday, my dudes, and tonight our guest has been turning out some of the hottest shots in the community. But he's more than just a photographer, he's also an animator, YouTuber, and a former Pokemon master. Please welcome Pac Photos to the show. He'll share with us his plan to give its Todd McFarlane created Jokerized selfie series, I don't know why, and how 2024 will be the year he finally catches them all and reclaims his glory as a Pokemon master. Nothing left to do but cue the intro. Machu, I choose you!
Shit. Did I leave the stove on?
Sorry. No, man, that is solid. That was I remember seeing that yesterday. I was like, damn. And I know that you stayed up way too late doing that, but
yesterday, same day. I only
yeah,
at 6 a.m. today.
Oh, then yeah.
When I finally went to sleep.
It's definitely in the same day. It is Wednesday, my dudes, and no, you did not leave the stove on. We are just that hot. It is episode 45 of Between Two Sentinels. And again, as always, you have no one to blame but yourself for this show. I am, of course, J-Shot, and with me is the man who is killing October. It is Machu Toy. Machu, how you doing, man?
Tired.
You've been...
I've been what?
No, I was gonna say you've been cranking out shots like crazy, dude.
Yeah, the problem is like I don't get that, as Mario likes to call it, the flow state until it's like 11 o'clock at night, and then I don't go to sleep until like early morning. You know, like people are waking up and I'm going to bed.
I mean, to some degree that's okay, right? Because hey,
I'm getting it out there, right?
You're getting it out there. You're doing it when you can, and you're fitting it in. So, I don't know. That sounded a little weird, but hey, we're just gonna keep moving.
Yeah.
But besides cranking out all these shots, any pickups this week?
There's a lot of pickups that I like. I still haven't opened a lot of stuff. Like there was stuff that was supposed to open on Enablers, and I haven't opened that yet. I got Bishop from the 97, the X-Men 97,
yeah.
And then I put the old head sculpt on there. Look at that.
Works really well. I think it works really well. Yeah. I love the color on the new ones, the new 97s.
Dude, I really like these. These are and like I was telling Mario, Wolverine is probably taking the Mafex spot on my shelf.
Really? That good?
I like it a lot.
Speaking of Mario, he did an awesome paint job on the newest one.
Really good. Really good. Yeah. He was talking me through it. I'm excited to see what else he does with it, because there's going to be more.
Yeah.
Hopefully more.
Is he going to paint any others or just stick with the Wolvie?
I don't know. We'll let him decide. I don't want to throw him under the bus and then he has to do them all.
I was going to say maybe he'll open up for commissions to paint the Wolvies, but I got a couple of things actually. I was able to find Red Shirt Casey.
Nice. Which
of course I haven't opened yet, so he just goes in the pile. And since this show apparently is all about Mario, I was able to get my 796 Studio flight stands.
There you go.
So very excited to use those. I've just been messing around with them a little bit. Pretty solid. I mean, they're really, obviously the construction is really good and they do hold up. I was able to get Mark I Iron Man to stay up there for a pretty long time.
I saw you post that you put that on your story, right?
I think I did. Yeah. He was cruising along, drinking his soda. But I did get a chance to finally open, and of course this just popped off as I picked it up, the Mech Leo.
Ooh.
Which, I mean, I am not a mech fan. I've never had like Gundam or anything, but this thing is nuts.
Yeah.
He comes with all kinds of, he's armed to the teeth between swords and guns. But I mean, the construction is just solid in the way he moves. Like he's got some of these pieces here. He's good. I like him a lot. Oh,
you're welcome.
Yes, thank you. I said that last time.
And I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely now excited for the rest of them to come out. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I see that 796 in the chat, so let's check in with everybody else here. So what's going on? We got Fig Bunker who's here saying first as always. Rensu hitting us with the
Sup, nerds?
796 saying sup Rensu. Rensu talking to Mario. We'll just keep going back and forth. We got I'm gonna go with Angel saying how's it going? That looks like a new name. Welcome to the show. DC Multiverse Collector. Woo! Pack. Toy Chase, what's up, my peeps? No chewing. Ooh, someone's got a text message.
That was my computer saying I have an update.
No chewing stopping by. Don't forget, no chewing. Toy Father and Yimbo reviews everything will be on TPC Top 10 at 8:45 as part of this awesome Wednesday lineup that we got, including the Fallen Fett, who will also be on at 9. 8 and Skate, what's up, guys? How's it going? 796, Toy Chase. Who else we got? No chewing. Bad Force Grumps is in the house. Hey, what's up? What's up, Grumps? Grumps, you gonna be at Comic Con? I'm gonna see you this week. Dom is in here saying watching on my TV and finishing up some work so I can attend New York Comic Con in relative peace. Oh, I feel that, man. I gotta crank some stuff out after the show. Caps Lives is here. KJ Smith. Customs by Machu. West Coast Machu. He's doing the ultimate custom. He's creating his own workspace, which has been pretty cool. You been following that?
Oh yeah. That's
Oh.
I know making a workspace is tough and pretty challenging.
Yeah,
Kind of
he's
like
building it
isolate
literally
yourself
from the
from
ground
world.
up.
Oof.
Yeah. Just about isn't here. Diggs Figs. I don't know if I hit Diggs Figs up. Steve Morrow is here. What does he say? Previously, last time on Between Two Sentinels, and now on with the show. Grumps will be at NYCC tomorrow and Friday. All right,
Hell
sweet.
yeah.
We got to make sure we catch up with him. Bearded here. What to do, baby? Red Dog 5. And of course, we got Frankie checking in. I don't know if he's still here or if he's gone all the way back home to New Zealand, but always happy to have him stop by. So yeah, excited for that. Obviously, we talked about it a little bit here. New York Comic Con starts tomorrow. You and I have 4-day passes, but I'm pretty much planning to go 3 days. I think
Yeah.
that's Saturday.
I'll say that
I
now,
think-
and then somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, pick me up on Saturday." We'll see how
Yeah,
it
I'm
goes,
probably
yeah.
you and I will be there tomorrow, and Friday, and then Sunday we always bring the fam to do the old cosplay, so that'll be a good time. Book another last minute fight. Whew. Let's see. Who's live streaming for us Midwestern folks? Steve, hit me up. I'll share some stuff with you. And Nightmare Nemo just joined. What's going on, man? Got a lot of people hanging out with us tonight.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
I do
must
believe
be-
that we should probably bring our guest in. He's been waiting there for quite a bit.
I was gonna say these people clearly are only here for Pac Photos.
Let's bring him in.
What's up, yo?
What's going on, man?
It's an honor to be here. I didn't want to feel left out, so I brought my Sentinel with me.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, nice. Very cool. Appreciate that,
I
man.
always love it when somebody brings their Sentinel.
Yeah.
The third Sentinel to join the show. Hey, how are you? What's going on? What's exciting? Do you have any pickups from this week? That was a lot of questions. I'll let you digest.
I'm doing well, thanks. I am excited to be on. I did get a couple of like Batman Santas from Portland. I got the X-Men 97 stuff as well. I got Bishop, Magneto. I'm working on a read for this, but Magneto, Wolverine. But I agree. I think Wolverine's probably. I don't have a Mafex on my shelf. He's replacing the older Legends version.
Yeah.
And that's about it for pickups for me. But yeah, I'm excited to be on. I'll be honest. I was like, I saw like all the other awesome guests you've had. And I'm like, oh man, me? You want me? I feel like David Arquette winning the championship.
But you know what? People are coming in to watch you.
Yeah,
Not
man.
like David Arquette.
Is he still a thing?
In Scream, he was. He still is.
That's true.
Is he?
That's
Okay.
true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. Did you get both Batmans or just the one?
Yeah, the blue one is actually tucked away somewhere on the shelf, but yeah, I got the blue one also.
Got it. All right. And we were talking a little bit backstage. You are going to be at Comic-Con tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I'll be there Thursday. Our train gets in at like 10, so we'll be an hour late, but we'll beat the rush of line and I usually go late. I'm on Filipino time, so yeah.
Yeah, I got to pick up Kevin from the airport, so we'll be running late also.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
You tell us to come at 10, we'll be there at like noon. Yeah.
I mean, the last few times we went, I don't even know if it there was no reason to get there that early, right?
Right. There's no reason to get there other than for me. It's parking. Like I don't want to end up parking like so far away from the convention.
Right. Yeah.
And it's not a matter of like paying for the parking. It's a matter of like they're all closed. Like they're all like taken up.
Well, it's also carrying that haul to the car too afterwards. So
right.
Is it better to drive than to just take the subway at this point?
Well, for us, we would have to take either the express bus or the ferry and then the subway.
Oh yeah, never mind.
it's too much. It's too much.
Yeah.
Well, because I lived in Queens very briefly, but I only take like 2 trains to get to the city. But yeah,
then
take a ferry.
That's not a problem.
Yeah. Once water gets involved, it's a thing. So and I always say it's not the going in that's the issue. It's the coming home.
Going home. It's always
right?
going
So
home.
Full day being exhausted, carrying all that stuff, and then you got to get on a boat. I don't think so. So yeah,
and get to the boat.
Right, get to the boat, get on the boat, and then get back to your house. So we're just going to talk about commuting. See, you joked that we were going to talk about cars, and here we are talking about commuting. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Built for tough. Let's go.
What are you most excited for NYCC? Is there anything like any exclusives or panels, or are you just
I am looking
excited to go?
The NECA one, the Ghostface Takes Manhattan. Hopefully I'll get one. Hopefully I'll be able to get one of those because I think that's a con exclusive. Just for me, it's my friends going for the first time because like they're used to like local stuff, but they've never been to like a big convention. And I've been like I was lucky enough to go to a couple of New York Comic Cons and like a San Diego Comic Con. So it's their first time going to New York. So I'm stoked for them to go and meeting people in the community too.
Yeah. We did that happened to us last year where we started meeting people in the community. I think that made these conventions way more fun.
Yeah. Especially like people you've met during the pandemic thing to finally see them in person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Meeting people in person and then just, realizing they're actual people too, right? Like getting, and getting to bond is always a thing. That's cool though that you're bringing. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say the funny part is last year we didn't even plan on it. It just happened that way, right? We were at the Marvel booth because they're like dead center, right?
Yeah.
And then they had the Engine of Vengeance there, but then we started seeing like Lago, Dario, 1/6 Shooter, and we're all there checking this one thing out, and we didn't really meet Yimbo at the time, but that's where we first saw him, which is pretty funny because then we met him like a month later officially.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Like last year, me and my friend Rob, we got to the convention. They weren't there yet, but like I saw Ryan and Dwight, and then we walked around. And I came back, and it's like, Trevor's there, Bug's there, like everyone from the toy community. I was like, whoa, everyone's gathered around the Marvel booth. That's cool.
Yeah.
What
are you saying, Jay-Shot?
Oh no, I was gonna say it's pretty cool that you're bringing people who've never been. Like I always like that, right? Like seeing it for the first time, almost through their eyes, is always a pretty cool experience. So
yeah,
that's cool. So this is kind of our first time really interacting on. I mean, obviously, just one-on-one. I guess not one-on-one, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. But we did
threat,
meet,
brother.
Yeah, ignore that completely. We did meet on the Infinity Equation, which I wanted to bring up because you are such a huge DC McFarlane guy, and Dante is so opposite of that I just love it so much. What? How did that? Was there like? Did you guys just start because you were trying to convince him to change teams, or
that was the whole?
What?
No. I got into the McFarlane line like because sorry, it's might be like a long story, but
that's cool. We'll settle in.
All right. No, so I initially didn't know they picked up the license till I finally saw one of their figures in store, and it was the animated series Batman. And
Mhm.
this is like early days, like when I was doing YouTube reviews, I didn't really care, but like I hated that figure so much. I was like, if I post a negative review, or so it's somewhere in my like hard drive, I never posted it. And then as some figures started to get released, I was like, oh, I've never seen that version of Batman before. Let me go pick that one up. And then I was like, well, let me get a classic Superman while I'm at it. And then
Another version of Batman.
yeah, and then it snowballed into that, and then the White Knight stuff came up, and then it just snowballed into all that. And it's like, okay, I built out like a catalog of Batman figures now from that line. And it's like I was collecting heavily Marvel Legends the last 10 years, and I never really dabbled in the Mattel stuff. I would pick and choose here and there.
Mhm.
I didn't get into the DC UC stuff because like it wasn't my thing, and I didn't like the T joints. So
Yeah.
I know Fabio likes to join. If I don't know any better, I collect McFarlane. But that's one of the reasons why I collect McFarlane's, because it's like for people new to the like new to DC stuff, this is like a good starting point,
Mhm.
especially if you want Batman, because there's like so
There's so
many
many.
variants of it. Yeah. But yeah, then I found out Dante doesn't like McFarlane at all because he's still jaded by the Kickstarter. So I just do
Oh,
that
that's
now.
why? I
Well,
didn't know that.
I think so, but I just antagonize him about that. But jokingly, I
Yeah,
would
yeah.
I would joke to him that like I would be like Skip Bayless to his Shannon Sharp before they broke up. Just keep hammering him about McFarlane toys, but yeah.
What I don't know anything about the Kickstarter. I'm new guy. What was the Kickstarter?
Oh, so the Kickstarter Spawn was announced in like right during the pandemic.
Mhm.
It was like April 2020, and he had mentioned that the torso was going to be like you can move it like a rubber overlay. What
Okay.
ended up happening was it became a solid pre-posed piece. So everyone that ended up backing it were like, "What the hell? I thought we were going to get a articulated Spawn." I mean, it's got a bulge joint at the hip, but yeah, it's missing that cut right there,
Mhm.
and that's where a lot of the like the toy photography people just they didn't vibe with it,
Yeah.
especially since the Mortal Kombat one came out like a month before, and that was way better in articulation. But for me, I don't know how you guys feel. Articulation to me is like it's sometimes first or second priority, but sculpt's always a thing for me.
That's actually a really good question. Yeah, Matt.
I mean, I value articulation. That's my jam. But like, I
I was,
respect your opinion
yeah.
or your stances.
Well, I like articulation. Like back when I
Mhm.
used to try and do stop motion stuff, but nowadays it's kind of hard to do because it's so tedious. Like that one you did was so clean. That Deadpool one, it made me want to do one for the Wolverine. I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've been debating on doing one for the '97 X-Men. I just got to find them all now. Yeah, it's
I
tedious.
I would say that articulation is certainly important. I mean, in the same vein of saying it's one or two. But I guess for me, it depends on what you want to do with it,
Yeah,
Mhm.
right? Like if you're not planning on shooting it in dynamic poses, then yeah, sculpt is way more important. Um, but I mean, yeah, you want something that's got at least more than 5 points for sure.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
What?
I
Okay.
oh no, I was going to give a shout to Geek Effect and my friend DC Multiverse Collector. He said for figure that stands on the shelf, sculpts everything. Yeah, I mean most of the time it's just going to be right there, but I do like to pose my figures around. I
Yeah.
try and dabble in the toy photographies, as the cool kids say. I'm not
Dabble,
as good at it. Yeah,
dabble,
I'm not as good at it, but yeah.
dabble. You've put out some amazing shots the last couple of weeks.
Oh,
Especially and just too like what I love about your photos, and I mean this in the nicest and most sincere way possible. There's a simpleness to them that allows you to focus on it, right? Like it's when we talk about this all the time, where it's simple, not easy, right? Like just because the pose is simple, it doesn't mean it's easy to accomplish. And especially with some of your shots that are on the white backgrounds, right? Like the one with I'm looking at the one with Keaton Batman where he's laying down.
oh the
I could
batarangs.
pull it up. Yeah, like it's a simple shot executed so friggin' well though. You know what I mean? Like I want to make sure I'm not like I don't want it to come across that I'm saying that the stuff is simple but not easy type of thing. So
No, no, I get it.
yeah.
I appreciate that. It's one of the things I learned when so I
There you go.
studied photography in college, community college, and then I worked at when I first was going to school for photography, I worked at Sears Portrait Studio.
Oh, really?
And yeah, and that made you focus on the subject. Like they'd have their little corny, like, laser backgrounds or fall backgrounds, but they always wanted you to focus on the subject itself. And I think that's why I gravitate more towards like these simple background shots.
Yeah.
But eventually I'd want to do a dio, but I just don't have space for it right now. But I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, dude, like I think there's really something special about the white background, or even the colorized background here too.
Yeah, I use the Alonzi stuff, and I just changed the temperature on there, extend the saturation. Yeah,
This is great. Yeah. It's good because of good storytelling here too. It's not
this one I had to put her on a stand because obviously it's 7-inch versus 6-inch.
Right.
Yeah, Emma Frost not that tall.
It works though.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Frostbitten by love too.
Yeah.
This is good too. This is great. What is and so I'm trying to jump back. You mentioned that you got into some of the stop motion stuff. What made you kind of get started there?
Back when I'm dating myself now. Back when I used to work at Ritz Camera, which is defunct. For those,
I was gonna say I don't even know if I know what that is.
I've heard
Ritz
Camera.
Yeah, Ritz Camera was I was like one of the lab printers there, like basically developed the film there. You print your stuff and digital stuff. I had a coworker who was like obsessed with like new technology, and he was showing me like time lapse stuff on his Android phone. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And I got the app too, and I was like, I wonder if this can work if I move my figure frame by frame. And I was like, oh, it worked. And it was with I think Mega Blocks, like those Marvel Mega Blocks, and I tried it out, and I'm like, that's cool. So I can do stop motion with this. And then this is where the toy collecting really began. I was like, okay, if I'm going to buy a figure, I'm going to have to do a stop motion video of this. And every time I bought a figure, I would do some stop motion. I even tried to challenge myself. I did it on I think the 3DS had something like that, where you can take intervals of shots and stitch it together. And then somewhere in the mid 2010s, it just kind of snowballed. And I didn't do a stop motion for every figure I bought. It's just like, I couldn't keep up with it.
It's time consuming, right?
Yeah.
There's other things that you should be doing, and like sleeping, right?
Yeah. Well, like during the pandemic, there was a string of like 20 or so stop motions I did because we were able to work from home. So I had more time at home. So I would like practice my craft there. But yeah, it's hard to find time for it now,
This is the one that I feel like I kind of put me onto you and your stuff here because I thought this was great. Yeah. Well, not only is it a pack break, it's also like, oh, he chose Frogman. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. This was something I had the idea from when I was getting back into Pokemon cards during the pandemic. I would see people open packs on live streams, and I'm like, no one's ever done like a stop motion version. So I'd have like a Pikachu Figwarts or an Nendoroid opening them. And I was like, oh, they have Marvel Legends cards. Let me try that with Frogman. Yeah.
And you had mentioned earlier too that you want to try to get Ryan to do a pack break. What are you still collecting Legends cards? I know nothing about Legends cards, so forgive me in advance.
No, I didn't either till that time period. But David Arquette was he was also in Ready to Rumble. I think I don't know if they do anymore. I only knew about them when somebody posted in one of the Marvel Legends groups that if you go to GameStop, if you bought a Legends, they'll give you a pack of cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I found out, typical me, I found out like a month later, and they're just like, oh yeah, we have extras. You can just buy these. And I don't know if they released any sets after that.
What was
sorry. You got a bunch too, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I have a pack laying around somewhere. Yeah. But I was thinking about what's those other cards that I think Dante got and Archie, the like thicker ones.
Oh, they got the nice ones. I just ended up getting like the Marvel Beginnings.
Okay.
But
yeah, I saw that at Target.
Yeah. I saw the MCU ones. I wanted to get it, but they're like $30 and it's like 4 cards a pack. I was like, that's not worth it to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oof. What I mean, obviously, as mentioned in the opening, you are a Pokemon World Champion. So, have you continued the Pokemon collecting?
The cards, yes. It's only like Kanto stuff. Like I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kanto, like the original 151. No, it's like, what is that? Okay, so
but I was just gonna roll with it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've
Oh, yeah,
seen
the Pikachu, right?
Panchisi open them.
Yeah. I collect cards like sparingly now, like only if it has to do with the OG sets, because there's like I think somebody said like 700 plus Pokemon. I couldn't even keep up.
Jesus.
But I specifically put what did I put? I put like 98 to 2001 because after 2001 was when I got into like video games and sports in high school. So I stopped after that. But yeah, I'm back like collecting some cards, just not all of them. And I did catch all 151 back then.
Oh, nice.
And that's how you became the master, right? So
All right. I'm sure some would
Yeah.
argue though.
What about the are you jumping on the Lorcana? Is that did I say that right? I'm sure.
No.
Lorcana train? No, I didn't say that right, or no, you're not jumping.
No, I'm not jumping on that train.
Uh,
It's nice. I'm curious to see the longevity of it though, because I wonder, do you guys collect it?
I ran
I've
into
got
it once,
yeah.
and J Shot has them now.
Yeah, I picked up a whatever Matt grabbed. I haven't seen them since. So
Oh wow, so they just go fast, huh?
Yeah, so like I saw like the lady had just put them out on the shelves, so I just grabbed what was it 9 packs,
Damn.
2 starter decks, and then 1 gift box set. And then I went to go get more because Richie Noserain was asking me to pick up a bunch of packs for him, and it's like it was literally 2 minutes had passed. I got back and they were gone, and
Really?
behind me there was 2 dudes at the cashier buying them all. They just took the whole thing, put them in their cart.
Damn.
I had no idea. Had I known, I would have just taken all of them and put them in my
The
cart.
same thing. Have you tried to play it? Like, are you starting to learn how to play the?
Me, I don't know. I don't have any cards, so I haven't tried to play.
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't. I don't think I've touched them since we did that stream with Richie where we opened a few, and then I was like, "Oh, this is cool," and I put it in a box. So just
Yeah,
like all my figures, yeah. So you know,
It'd be like that though, because that's what happened in my recent Pokemon pack break I did with Poncheezy. Like, I opened it, I put it in the binder, then it's over there now.
do you have any like any like super rare cards that you're like, yeah, this is the one that's gonna pay for college one day?
I used to until the market dipped. I had a base set Charizard from when I was younger. I used to have a bunch of them too. And like back in 2018, I traded it to a local toy shop. I was like, I'm never going to collect Pokemon again, right? That's what I thought. And I'll never forget, I traded my entire binder. I kept 3 cards. I kept my first Pokemon card, a Charizard card, and a movie card that came with the movie ticket when you saw it back in the day. I traded that entire binder, you guys are going to laugh, for a Toy Biz Dark Phoenix and a Toy Biz Phoenix. It's just like they look horrible now, right? Because we have new updates, but I'm just like, oh, this is worth it. Now I'm just like, damn.
When was this though?
2018.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
And one of those Charizards was from like when I was growing up. My brother got it graded. I think I got like a PSA 7 or 8. And 2 years ago, it was valued at like 1,000. Now it's like valued at like 300, I think.
wow. Well, I'm sure it'll go back up, right? I mean, some of these cards are insane. I mean, what were we talking about? The Lorcana one that's like 5 or 6 grand right now. There's no way that keeps the value.
But the question is, are people actually paying that money for these things? Like people put those prices up on eBay, but
Oh, during the pandemic they were, because I was into Digimon stuff too. Like, I bought a Digimon, like it wasn't even a game card. It was just like a collector cards, right? I bought a Series 2 deck for like 150, and then within 3 months it shot up to like $900, and it was on the sold listings too.
oh,
Jeez. But obviously that whole market dipped, unless Logan Paul decides to buy another pack or something like that.
Wasn't his card fake? Didn't he like find out that it was fake?
Yeah, he bought like a sealed box, like that contained multiple booster boxes in there, and they found out it had like GI Joe cards in there.
Oh well.
And I was paying attention to it because I was like, I wonder if classifieds is going to go up just a little bit because of this, and it did. It spiked up just a little bit.
just enough.
Yeah.
All right. So you mentioned Marvel Legends. You mentioned McFarlane. We got through some of the cards. What else you collect? What else are you into?
I just got some. Like, I'm not going to collect the whole thing, but I got the Universal Monster crossover Ninja Turtles. I picked up the Casey Jones one, the Phantom of the Opera, because that looked really cool.
Good one.
Yeah. I think I might dip and just buy all of those versions, like the April O'Neil. and Frankenstein as rat. I don't know. I was thinking about getting some of those, but other than that, what don't? He said,
No. I was gonna say, don't buy the April. I might have an extra laying around. So,
oh, okay,
yeah. So I'll bring it with me tomorrow.
sweet. Apart from that, I have like Spawn stuff from McFarlane. For a while before toys, I collected phones because I was a fan of technology. So I had like different Android phones and smartphones, different Blackberries. Yeah.
Like, did you go all the way back, like vintage, or was it all just cell phones?
Some vintage stuff. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Like rotary. Like, yeah.
No. It's not that stuff. No.
Zach Morris phone.
Huh?
Zach Morris phone.
Yeah,
have
yeah.
one of those?
Because my mom had one of them, so I was like, all right, let me just keep it for my collection. So I had a couple of those. Yeah.
Nice big old click.
Yeah. Well, that battery lasted like an hour and a half too. I actually have an old rotary phone that's in my garage right now, and I put a little sign up next to it that says, "If this phone rings, run." So
who would be on the other line though? I'm curious.
Don't answer it, just run. So.
Commissioner Gordon.
Right.
It's like when I found my Dreamcast like years back. I'm like, if I were to go online, I bet you there'd be like one other person playing right now in like Seattle or something.
It would be me.
Yeah, like dial-up internet. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna put in another AOL card. Gonna buy some minutes. Yeah.
Don't pick up the phone.
I'm on. What is your favorite Batman figure that you've gotten so far? I know that you mentioned that you don't like the original animated series.
Yeah, even the new one he's coming out with. It's on my shelf. So it's like a caveman version of Batman. It's Batman fighting the Frozen, where he looks like basically He-Man in a Batman outfit. I like that, and I like, if I wanted a classic one, the new Nightfall Batman's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
That Nightfall's good.
Hush is cool too. He's just too tall.
Yeah.
Is he's taller than like the rest of the Hush line, or he's taller than
everybody.
Yeah. He's probably as tall as, like, I have it somewhere around here, like Devastator, who's like a huge character.
I never understand how that happens. It's like you're literally cranking out the same. Yeah.
I do in my reviews. I'm just like, at this point, I don't think it's possible that scaling is going to exist in that line, because we're 3-4 years in almost. Like, they're not going to go back and change scaling now. You just have to mod it, and I'm not good at that either. So I just take it for what it is.
Well, I have two. I have the one with the blue, and then I had the one in the black. And I modded the one in the black, and I just cut off the ankles a little bit.
It's still ported in there. Okay.
Yeah. I drilled the hole a little deeper.
God, if only I was that good.
A lot of phrasing going on in this episode.
Yeah, I was just gonna let it go. So we keep moving. Keep moving. Well, what is the
business, brother?
Let's see. DC Multiverse says the scale is off because most of the sculpts are unique. All right, scaling is simpler when you reuse the same box.
That's true.
That's fair. And give credit where credit is due. He does make a ton of new sculpts. So, speaking of sculpts, so what is the most ridiculous figure in that line that you were like, I can't believe this got made?
Well, I don't have it, but the Jokerized Joker. I don't know if you guys followed Josh from before, but he did an awesome video about those Jokerized figures. But like that, how do you Jokerize Joker? It's either that or this thing right here, like releasing this in October. Like, I don't know.
I want one. I want the red one though.
He can't move for anything though.
I'm
sure you could probably custom, but it's a nice shelf piece. But
I just want to put him right by the tree. But I put it up.
What's funny is, like, I looked at the picture for the first time when I did my review. He's like using the bats to ride on a sleigh. It's like ridiculous.
Does he? He needs to come with the sled, or they need to make one. If they can make a seahorse,
yeah.
Yeah, I brought it back.
You brought it back. You brought it back.
I want that seahorse.
Are they? I still want to know if they're going to Jokerize the seahorse. That's really what I want to know. And I'm trying to figure out. Oh, God.
No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna bring it back to the Jokerized Joker. Wouldn't that technically, does the Jokerizing the Joker negate it, so he just becomes the regular guy? Right?
He's just a normal dude.
Yeah, he's the only unjokerized version. I don't know.
Yeah, he just becomes Yeah, he wouldn't be a Joker anymore.
Just looks like a regular guy. It's like a postman or something.
Yeah.
So.
Ludicrous
Joker
Johnson.
stuff is ludicrous.
I'm gonna say though, I have seen some of them at Target, and I have debated, like literally just stood there for 5 minutes. Do I want this?
Do it.
Do I
Just do
really want to get it? Why am I doing this? Why am I standing here talking in my head,
it.
just deep in thought, just staring at the Jokerized Batman figure? And it still, I think it's been like 3 weeks now, and there's always at least one laying around at the Target.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm just imagining you looking at the boxes and like in background, like Joker's voice is playing. We live in a society.
We live in a society.
That or Michael Caine. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah, just say, some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
Oh god. Does it like is there anything special about like the paint? Like does it react to black light or is it literally just
No, it's just like an interpretation of if Joker like hijacked the suit or something like that.
right?
But they come with like cool, like some of them come with cool like trading cards, which are nice. Not trading cards, playable deck cards.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. And like one of my photos, I had the 3 Jokers standing on some cards. Those are the Jokerized cards they come with.
Oh.
Sometimes they come with like little colorful bases, and that's pretty much it, honestly.
Yeah, he's coming out with figures that are a little higher in price that come with the base now, right?
Oh, that's the collector edition line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have my theories why they're doing that, but I think it's just because they're trying to condition collectors that hey, this might be the new price point at some point. It's going
to I could see that. I could see that.
And if that's the case, it kind of sucks because like the appeal of the line was that hey, they kept
$20
the price. Right. Like the
$20,
price...
$25 because it depends if it's like a build a figure, if a build a figure piece is included, right?
Right. Yeah. But now it's like you're going in that territory of like, I don't know, because like there's a lot of reuse this year with the line.
Yeah.
Is there a figure that you're anticipating from that line or from McFarlane at all that you're waiting for?
The Sinestro looks cool. I know they teased a steel earlier this year.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I want to get that one, but I keep looking at Amazon and the Mafex steel is like only $70. I'm like, do I? But it wouldn't fit. He'd look like Danny DeVito standing next to the Superman. So
I like that your reference for scale is Danny DeVito. I love
that.
Isn't he a reference for scale with everything though? He's a good reference for scale.
He is, yeah.
Completely. I'm picturing Danny DeVito dressed as steel standing next to Batman. So
I was picturing a Danny DeVito ruler. Danny DeVito.
If I can find that Mattel
Danny DeVito. That's how you start measuring your kids. Oh, you're 2.5 Danny DeVitos tall now. Yeah, you've grown. That's great. Love that.
Be like, we talking Danny DeVito in Batman Returns or It's Always Sunny? Which one? What scaling we using?
Line easing us into a price hike. Yep.
Yeah.
What is
for a price hike?
Kevin, are you all packed? You ready to go? What are you doing? Don't we'll make sure you're not going to be late. What say? Wait until we get a Danny DeVito Penguin figure. Yeah, well,
he'll be just as tall as Batman.
Probably would.
True.
He'd probably be taller.
Oh God, taller than Bane. What? So I know that you mentioned you didn't like the original animated. What are your thoughts on the new releases?
I like that they acquired DC Direct because they have basically a library of molds they can reuse.
Right.
But the cell shading does not look good. Like I'm speaking not to track because people work hard on these things, and I don't want to disrespect anyone who works on it. But it's like objectively, you can't look at that paint work and cell shading and be like, yeah, it looks good. It's like. I don't want to be, no,
I got you. But like, it looks good. I mean, does he even look at some of the stuff that he puts out? Is the actual question.
I can't reveal too much, but you see his videos.
Oh,
does it seem like he's familiar with the line?
Trust me, I assure you, he fits in the Batmobile.
We got God. Because I have some friends that work there. I hope they're not watching. It's just like, it'd be like, we got this new. It's Batman as Santa right here.
I was gonna say, I feel like he's always doing that. He's always like, we got this great Casey Jones. Wait, Casey Jones, yeah.
What hurt?
Part of our line.
What hurt was when he
Who
did it
handed
for
him the wrong box?
What hurt was when he did it for the Spawn toys. I'm like, come on, man, that's your baby. We got this new figure. So his name's Sin.
Could you imagine?
God.
Could you imagine if he saw that the Battinson, the Mayfex Battinson with the Marvel
Oh my
copyright on the
God.
back? He's like, guys, when did we lose Batman?
We got the Marvel license. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did get a chance to meet him though last NYCC because
Yeah.
I got invited to their party they held in New York. He's awesome because like the event was from like 5 to 9,
Okay.
and sorry, we got
There
a
it
call
is.
coming through.
Is that Todd calling you now?
No, yeah,
He's
Wha-
like,
stop talking
you
about
trashing why are you trashing my cell shading? Yeah.
Stop talking about the business. No, so he was cool. So the event ended at 9, and I think we probably didn't leave till like 9:50. And I know they had to pay for that extra hour, but it's because he made sure he went to talk to every single person in the room. So I was like, that's cool. Like whatever.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
What other person from that status that will do that?
That's cool. That's yeah. I love hearing that. Especially for somebody who is reliant so heavily on fans, right? The fact that he'll take the time to do that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Respect for that. So.
It was crazy. As soon as he came, I was like, oh, we're gonna be able to meet him and talk to him. But like, they're dabbling in NFTs, and like the NFT media, social media people that were there were just like, yo, go get your autograph. I'm like, damn, yo, let him get like a finger food or something first.
Let the man eat.
Yeah, but
a party this Comic-Con or
no, he had it at Toy Fair because there's like scheduling conflicts. He couldn't go this year, but no, it was funny. I was recording my friend meeting him first, and then I have the video, but he's like, he sees the camera, he's like, who's this guy? And somebody that works there has a video of me showing him that old figure, and he was just like, yeah, it's cool. I was like, you think about making a modern one? He's like, why would you want an old decrepit Todd McFarlane figure?
Well, that's right, because he was the what you call it, right? The homeless guy in the movie, and they made that figure. That's right. I forgot about that figure.
It's Todd the artist figure, yeah.
Is that what it's called? Well, he was in the movie. I remember him in the Spawn movie. Yeah.
that was so long ago, that movie. Jeez.
Oof.
You remember the animation show with every like opening of the show?
Yeah.
I hated when he would open that show, but that show was so good.
What if at the time of death?
No.
The show was nice though. I watched it for the first time like 3 years ago, and I'm just like, when it ended, I was like, man, there could have been more.
Oh yeah, I feel like I had that on VHS back in the day. I was excited for it.
VHS, for those of you who don't know, was a cassette tape.
Before streaming, before Netflix had streaming, they used to mail the internet to you, and then before that, yeah. So
remember having to rewind that thing, or else you get charged? That was so stupid.
Yeah, be kind, rewind. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is there? One Blockbuster that's still in existence in the States? Something like that. No.
Yeah, somebody said it was. Where is it? It wasn't Seattle, is it? I don't know. But
I feel like you can rent it out to have sleepovers or something too. Was like the kicker.
Isn't there Twitter also still active? Right? Like,
yeah, it is. Because they throw shade at Netflix.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah.
When Netflix was cracking down on sharing your password.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. They tweeted something like what you call it. Yeah, we didn't care who you shared with or something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Darth Gutierrez, be kind, everyone. And we got Henrock hitting us with a very generous super chat. Are we popping figs and bottles tomorrow night? Woo! I mean, why wouldn't we be, right?
I mean, yeah, why not? I mean, you're going Friday also, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be in Friday.
Yeah. Okay, so you're completely off of work.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What about responsibilities with the family? Like, you gotta be home at a moderate time tomorrow, or what's the deal?
Let's play it by ear a little bit.
All right.
Play it by ear a little bit. So yeah. So and then Saturday I've got family obligations Saturday night, so I will not be available. So,
I like that
Yeah.
proper way of asking him, do you have a curfew?
Yeah.
Responsibilities.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
I got a daddy day pass. Yeah, so
The only
tomorrow.
bottle I'll be popping tomorrow night is Sam's purified water.
No sponsors in the show, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Henrock, same. I also took vacation days for tomorrow, so yes, yeah. Hall pass, exactly. I got to work on my hall pass.
We going to what did they go? They went to like Applebee's or Fridays. That movie. You ever watch Hall Pass?
The movie Hall Pass? No,
Yeah.
I never actually saw it.
Yeah.
What? So I got a couple just random questions here, right? Just
Sure.
what is something you want that isn't made yet? Whether it's a figure or a background or a dio or something.
That's a tough one because it's like, everything I grew up liking, they've already made in figure form pretty much. You know what? I would like the Tick figures because I remember growing up.
Yes.
I had the
Yes.
Taco Bell toy, the one where he like balanced on the brick. Like, I was like, we never got it really. I think one company did, but made a Tick figure. But I would like a Tick figure.
I can get behind that. That could be a lot of fun. I had
feel
that
like
live action show for a while too. That didn't do well.
Oh yeah, with David Putty.
Yeah, which was he's
Yeah.
perfect for So
I feel like Jada could do a good Tick figure, right?
that's a good call. Yeah.
Are
I
they
can
going to
see
be at
Jada.
New York? Are they going to be there tomorrow at New York Comic Con?
I don't think they're going to be at New York Comic Con,
Okay.
right? Because they're
Yeah.
based in Cali. That's why it's easier for them to be at San Diego.
I remember him saying. I remember June saying they weren't gonna have a booth.
But he's going to be there.
I don't remember. That's what I can't remember if he said he was gonna be there. So
Okay.
yeah,
I mean,
Hen Rocket does spoon. Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off with the spoon. What were you gonna say?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't saying anything.
All right. So, DC Multiverse Collector says a 7-inch scale Batcave diorama.
Ooh.
Yeah, I would. I guess we're talking like dios. Yeah, I would like one of those dioramas. Maybe. Hopefully, they re-release the DC Direct stuff because those are mad bread now. They re-released Alfred.
Oh, that's true.
I would like to see a DC multiverse like Alfred, Commissioner Gordon, or even just henchmen for Batman to beat. You have all these Batman and nobody for him to just beat up.
They made the Talon, but I guess the point is just to have Batman fight everyone in the Justice League.
Well, I mean, they have the villains, but it's like they got to have henchmen too, right?
Right. Yeah.
And I would love for him to do, what is it, the old school Batman, right? The Adam West Batman.
Yeah, Adam West.
I want I want henchmen in that, right? With the ones that said like Goon 1 or Goon 2. Like I want that. I want to see that. Sir Dork popping in saying, "What's up?"
Sir Dork was one of the guys I met at that event last year. Awesome guy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I wish companies would do more of these events, or at least we would know about it, right?
Right.
Do a little better advertising for it.
Yeah.
Let's see. We also got Mafex Red Hood. That could be pretty cool.
Yes.
People are just chiming in. People are just chiming in with more stuff.
It's another one I talked to Dante about, like a Mafex spawn. Like let them do like a soft goods cape that's wired and then like more articulated. Because some of the Spawn stuff they came out with is nice, but it's not as good in the torso articulation.
Yeah.
Has anyone done Spawn outside of McFarlane?
No. Apparently, like he doesn't want any other company doing it. Like I think that's why that third party one that came out, was it this year or last year? It was like a 1/6 scale version.
Yes, I think.
Like they shut down they shut down pre-orders on that immediately afterwards.
I mean, that's his baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He somebody asked him about like, would you guys ever do let Funko make a Spawn? And he was like, I'll just make my own. And then the one they made was really not that good.
Wow. I mean, you get it though, right? Like to
That's your own.
point, that's his baby. Yeah. You want to at least control it to some degree. So, but not let a company like Funko make it. Like that's Do you
We
really
don't
need a cute Funko Violator? Like, I don't know. That could be weird.
It would be a big Funko though.
It would be a big fun.
But to any point, did any of y'all ever collect Funkos?
I grab a few here and there, but I mean, I would, very like. So I think I have 3. I collect. So here, I collected the. Oh, look, there's another stand. The Walt Disney ones
Oh, okay, cool.
of him. Yeah. So
The only Funkos that I have, well, I did do the Funko crate. I completely forgot I signed up for that in Amazon like once, and it just kept coming. And I'm like, I get these free T-shirts with it. Well, they're not really free. I'm paying for it, but like, you know what I mean? Like, I get a new T-shirt every month. But like the ones that I actually bought were like the Ninja Turtles.
Because they're
Funny
cool,
enough.
like the design. Yeah.
Yeah.
I ask because like in like the mid 2000s when I stopped collecting for like a period, there'd be like Funkos I would collect, and I was just like, I don't need more, but I have some rare ones still, but like all the other ones I sold off. But I felt like that was like the gateway into getting back into like completing
yeah,
stuff with Funkos.
I was about to say that a lot of people in the community, I think they started out with Funkos, right?
Yeah.
So that's definitely a gateway drug for collecting figures.
yeah, seeing them at the the local cons though, that's always my favorite because you just keep on walking.
Yeah.
Like, I know I'm not going to spend any money here.
Yeah.
It's the only
Shout
safe
out to
space.
shout out to my best friend that collects Funkos.
The same guy that was at it. Was he ever at New Jersey Toy Con?
My friend?
Yeah.
No.
Was he ever? Okay, I was going to say he's
No,
probably the same guy who was across from us selling Funkos.
We made friends with them.
Yeah. Knowing that we
played-
wouldn't buy any of his merch.
We played Toss the Togepi. That's what we played. He had this giant Togepi.
Yeah.
I just started chanting, "Toss the Togepi." Yeah.
It's
So
funny.
throw that back and forth.
And you bought it, right?
Yeah, I bought it. Yeah. Well, he participated. He was a good sport.
Yeah.
So
Can we play that tomorrow? Toss the giant man. We'll just pull it out of the glass case.
keep away. Yeah.
It'll instantly fun if we do that.
Oh, you just got it. Yeah. Hide the tiny ones. Oh, yeah, that's true. We did collect the tiny ones.
Oh yeah.
For some reason, the tiny ones are okay, and we love these.
It's okay for our toys to have toys.
Right. Our toys. Yeah. I'm not a Funko collector. My toys.
Right.
Are,
Yeah.
I saw those at Target. And I was like, what are they, like $10 to $15?
Yeah.
And I was just like, do I want?
You know what the thing is? I do my grocery shopping when I'm buying stuff like that there, so that way, like, I don't see the price when it scans.
That works, I guess. I guess if you're buying other stuff, it evens.
Yeah.
You bought toys again?
Oh, my mom says it all the time. I'm like, Mom, you guys need anything for your house? Because I'm at Target buying stuff for mine. Oh, she's like, yeah. And then she's like, are you buying toys again? I'm like, yep. I'm looking for one right now.
I'm moving like at the end of the year, and I was just like, hey, Mom, is it okay if I put some totes or some boxes down there? She's like, are they toys? I'm like, maybe, but yeah. And like one Christmas, she's like, hey, I know you're like big into wrestling again and toys, so I got you this. And it was a wrestling buddy. It was Sheamus. I think my sister recorded it.
Oh my God, you got a wrestling buddy?
Yeah,
I always wanted a wrestling buddy.
It was I was like, did you get this from the Kmart closing sale? She's like, yes.
Hey, she still thought of you, and you got something pretty awesome. So yeah.
Jesus.
What is your most anticipated figure that you either have on pre-order or is coming out?
What do we got? Because I collect a bunch of like just domestic stuff. Actually, I do have one on pre-order. It's the Mezco Spider-Man, the classic one. I'm looking forward to that because I have the 2099. I really like that one. I'm hoping the articulation's better than like the OG Spider-Man one that came out with like years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But like the amount of accessories it comes with and like the Kirby effect, it's cool. I like the camera that comes with it. That's anytime a figure comes with the camera, I'm just like, sweet.
So did you get the Peter Parker?
Not yet. The 2-pack, the VHS one.
Yep.
Nah, not yet. Wow, look at that.
Dude,
I like
he's
that whip turn
he's so
it
good.
with him.
Does the head fit on the cell shaded one they came out with?
It does, but to me, I think it looks better on the Renew Your Vows buck.
Oh, does it look too big?
Yeah, I feel like his head is too big for that body. I mean, for some people, I think it works. Like they say it works, but like just I think it looks better on the. Well, this is a different head sculpt on this buck, but like this buck is it fits better for that head, which is
Yeah.
up there. I'm not reaching for it right now.
What we all just keep grabbing stuff off our desks. What do you got on your desk right now? What's the weirdest figure or coolest figure you got on your desk?
I was trying to work on a shot with the Infinity Ultron
Okay.
with like other characters in the comic book. So I was rewatching What If like 2-3 weeks ago.
Mhm.
I actually enjoyed it. I think they already finished
I
filming
liked
the second season. Yeah, so I'm hoping they release it sometime soon. But I guess probably won't see it till next year.
Well, they've already started releasing some of the figures, right? Because in the latest line, isn't the Thanos style Gamora in there?
Yeah, she's in that, and so is the Goliath figure.
Oh
Right.
yeah, that's right. And the Hydra Stomper, the updated version.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right, the Hydra Stalker.
But-
So, isn't it weird though if they made that like smaller Hydra? I don't know. Whatever. Like it's so
But do you guys do y'all shoot with like DSLRs like Canon or Nikon? Like, do you have preference?
I use a
shoot with
5D. Yeah.
Yeah, he shoots with the Canon.
Shout
I
outs
shoot
to
with the Lumix.
Panasonic,
Mhm.
the mirrorless one.
GH5 Mark II.
Oh, no, I asked because like I shot Canon. I used to work for Canon early 2010s, but the 5D was like my dream camera. I wish I got. When Ritz closed down, Ritz camera filed bankruptcy twice in 3 years. But the first time they closed down, like
Jeez.
my old boss put a 5D on like hold until like the last day when it's like 90% off. And he got it. I was just like, damn it.
That's a
I was like,
smart move.
yeah. But are you guys like big into cameras? Because my other dream camera was a Leica, and I finally got one of those like 5
Mhm.
years ago. But yeah.
My sister is really big into cameras lately now, and I think we both blame her husband, my brother-in-law, that got us both into cameras. Actually, my dad was into video cameras also growing up. So
Yeah, my
But-
dad was he was a photographer too, but like dude, doing it in the 90s with the film, like he had like 20 rolls of film and stuff like
completely
that.
different though. It's completely different now.
It's crazy. I was at a thrift con like 2 months ago, and I'm seeing people with like film cameras and like film recorders. I'm trying to remember what was it, 8 millimeter.
8mm. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, dude. Like, if Ritz camera was still around, I think a lot of people would shop there now just for the nostalgia. But
That's true. Yeah.
it's
I
wild to sell.
as part of my final project for school, I had to shoot a 5-minute short on a 16mm
Really?
Oh.
like film camera. So yeah, and then edit it like splicing. That's how we had it. That was our final project. So that was tough because you didn't know if you had anything. You didn't know if it was in focus.
Right.
You couldn't tell your lighting. It was
That's something
That
I
was
always wondered. How did you edit?
well, I mean, you literally splice the film together.
Yeah. But like
Yeah, I know,
watch
like-
it. Yeah.
Like brightness and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like check the exposure and things?
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't get into that in the school, but I mean,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, in ours when we had the dark room. What was it?
No.
Oh,
No,
I thought you were telling me to shush. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, my bad. What I
Yeah,
no,
I heard
say
the-
shush at all. Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, not me.
I don't know, so
Don't
like
talk about the dark room. Don't let them know how old we are. Yeah. Sorry.
It started in 2008. No, when the light would get down there, you literally have to manually cover part of the photograph if you want more
okay.
exposure in one. Yeah, it was wild.
I remember for like when we were actually shooting, right? You had a tape measure to figure out where you should be putting your focal length.
Your focal point. Right.
Yeah.
Oh man, light meters too.
And a light meter. I have one of those around here somewhere. Yeah. trying to figure that out. Man,
Watch
kids don't
Fight
know how
Club.
good you have it. Yeah, watch Fight Club.
Watch Fight Club.
He was just splicing a single frame in. He wasn't. Yeah. That wasn't full editing. Oh. Yeah, Twitch. Sorry. Yeah, certainly wasn't shushing you. Certainly wasn't shushing you.
Is that a reference to
shushing
Encino
you.
Man? Shush.
That's digging a movie out. Talk about that. Wow, that is.
Shout outs to Pauly Shore, whoever he's at.
There was something somebody said they're gonna do a like Lifetime movie or a documentary about the life of who was the workout guy? Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons.
And Pauly Shore, the way he looks now, is going to play him.
No
and
way.
win an Oscar for the
Oh my God.
performance.
Oh man. Is he really gonna play Richard Simmons?
I don't know. I know they were just comparing his face and what he looks like. For like right now, but yeah, I was like, oh, that's sad and accurate.
I would
Do you-
watch that.
Can you pull up Pauly Shore, how he looks now? Because
Richard Simmons, yeah.
It's a weasel.
The whistle.
What was it? I watched Biodome.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God.
Sorry, this is a deep cut, but I just remember like when it was one of the bald ones, right? He was about to swallow the key. He's
Yeah.
like, 5, 4, 3. And then some random guy comes out of nowhere and he's like, sorry, don't keep me on here. I gotta get out.
I gotta
Like
get out
as
of here.
he's counting down, yeah.
Let's see. All right, here we go.
Oh
Look
my
at that.
God.
Whoa.
Look at that.
Yeah.
What if
There you go.
Pauly Shore is the time traveler that comes back as Richard Simmons?
He goes back all the way back then to play Richard
Yeah.
Simmons.
Look at the
funny.
90s one right there with like the leather jacket and the scarf.
My
Whoa.
God.
I love how quickly it escalates, right? Like someone makes a meme and then all of a sudden it's Pauly
How-
Shore wants to play. Does he
How
want to
did-
be known for that?
How did we get here?
I don't know. When you look at when you look at this photo, it's like a timestamp in our pop culture. It's like, oh, that's
Yeah.
MTV circa 90s. Like,
Biodome.
when
Encino Man.
MTV played videos. Yeah.
yeah.
How did we
Goddamn.
get here? How did we get
That's a good question.
It's my fault.
That's right. Yeah, you brought up Encino Man. So
I did the shush from Toy Chase and it just snowballed and everything.
Blame Toy Chase.
I will.
It's his
I will
fault.
blame
Yeah.
Toy Chase. Yeah.
We'll see him tomorrow.
I tuned out of the video for 2 minutes. And what the fuck's going on now?
Apparently, so did I. Because look, I don't know how we got here.
You never know what you're gonna get on this show. That's what makes it so great.
Yeah.
Wild card.
What? So as we're talking, man, like photography is like deep in your DNA here. Like, what do you remember? Like how you got started? I mean, forget toy photography, but like you got talking about, what'd you say, Sears? And,
Yeah. Oh my God.
yeah. So
I'll tell you about that job here in a little bit. So what got me in it was I'm dating myself, y'all. So like around 2005 or 6-ish, I was in high school and I got my first camera phone. All the cool kids had the Razor, but I had like some LG one. And I just started, taking pictures here
phone.
and there. Yeah, flip
Right.
phone. Yeah. Yeah. And it was just like, oh, it was fun. And then as I started to take like a bunch of photos, I started to appreciate like the artistic aspect towards it. So then I asked my dad, because my dad was a professional photographer, I was like, hey, any advice what I should do? Because I really enjoy doing this. And my mom gave me one of her digital cameras and I just started shooting away with it. It was like a Kodak one. God, I sound old. It was a Kodak digital camera. And I just started shooting away. And then he's like, hey, if you really want to take this seriously, learn film first. And my grandfather gave me his old, it's like built like a tank. It's like all magnesium, like metal. It's a Canon camera. It's all manual, but don't you do? Oh, my bad, dude.
I was gonna say I graduated in 01, so yeah, we're good. We're good. So.
Okay, we're good. All right. And then from there, it just snowballed into this thing where I wanted to do this. I wanted to be a professional photographer. So I took all the main courses at a community college, and then from there, I was like at a standstill. I was like, do I go to a university or do I just dive right into it? And so I just jumped right into it after I took all those courses and just started shooting professionally for a couple of years. I used to have, she no longer does it anymore, but I used to have like an agent that would book me shoots in New York, like with artists and like offices that needed headshots and stuff like that.
Sure.
By way of Megabus, which was fun. I did that and then kind of just like took a step back and just, there's a lot of stuff that happened that led to me like kind of like stepping away from photography. And what reignited it was like photographing my figures one day. I was just like, oh, let's just take a picture of this. Like, oh, this looks cool. So I started doing toy photography again. Yeah, it was a fun thing. Like I have a photo somewhere, and maybe I'll post it in reference to this tomorrow or something, where Ritz is closing, and then me and my colleagues have like the Punisher and Master Chief like fighting each other at a Ritz camera. It was crazy.
And what year was that though?
2012. Before I even knew toy photography was a thing, like, you know.
Yeah.
And then like what got me into the YouTube stuff was like 2018 is when I think I started doing it. I'd grown watching like, you know, rest in peace Glenn Webb, Bug and Char. You know, I started watching those guys, and then I was like, oh, you know, let me just try it. Like my first videos on my old apartment, just like on the dinner table, like a gauntlet, like an infinity gauntlet. It was meant to be a channel for my stop motion, but I rarely posted any stop motion. It was just all reviews.
It's funny how things happen like that, right? It's meant for one thing and it turns into something else.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was like, you should have seen my old bio. I was like, welcome to so and so. We're going to stop motion and some reviews. Just all became reviews.
And some reviews.
Yeah. There was one stop motion I worked on for like 6 months, and it was like 10 minutes long, and it's so like corny, but it was like basically Thanos getting the gauntlet again. And maybe I'll upload it. I don't know. Do you like it? Because I was supposed to have people like do voiceovers, and it never played out. I finished recording everything. I just never actually filmed or recorded the voiceovers.
I was gonna say I'll pull it up now, but if you haven't released it, yeah, let's, dig it up. We'll wait.
He's kidding. He's kidding.
He's kidding.
Am I? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you said 10 minutes long. How long did it take to work on that?
So for 6 months, I worked like
It was 6 months. Sorry.
3 to 4 times a week, like an hour working on it. It's not clean at all, but I use my DSLR for this. Like usually I'll use my phone to record stuff because I use Stop Motion Studio. But yeah, I use my DSLR for this thing, and it like took so many file sizes to compress it to one.
Right.
The people
you had
show us.
I don't know if it. I think
well, you don't have.
You
don't have to show us if you don't want to. I'm not going to pressure you into doing something you don't want to. But put it up in your stories.
Yeah. I'm going to pressure you. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's right here. I don't know if this will send through on Instagram. Let me see if I can message you.
Oh, all right. I was going to say if you have it.
Put it up on Google. Or are you one of those Hotmail guys? Like,
I have Google. Wait, do I email it to you guys?
I love this. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, go in put it through the private chat.
Oh yeah, give me your the email. I can send it to. Okay,
Yep.
I just got to text my girlfriend real quick. She keeps trying to call out. I thought I told her I was going.
Who are those two guys you're talking to?
Who are the two losers?
It's great. It's funny. It's like I literally told you I was going live tonight. All right, let's go ahead and email this.
I just want to say thank you for this, by the way.
Oh yeah,
favorite wrestling moment. This is actually what got me. That match was what got me into wrestling.
The Heartbreak Kid. Second to Bret Hart. No, I'm kidding.
It's funny because he was standing right next to Bret. Now I'm just putting more stuff on my table, which I don't have room for.
All the things.
You know what was the best, Sean? Was during the feud with Hogan, mid 2000s.
Oh yeah,
and he like buried him the next night after
SummerSlam.
Yeah, after SummerSlam, he was quick, he was nimble. Back to reality.
Yeah, I think that promo where he went on Larry King.
Yeah,
right. That
It's
was
a
my
different
favorite
story,
promo.
bro. Yeah, everyone thinks Hulk Hogan is a big. Okay, it's saying. Wait, what is this?
What's that?
I'm gonna try sending attachment. It says it's too large, but we'll see. If it doesn't, try it again.
Talk about phrasing.
This whole show, this whole episode is just all
Whoopsies.
phrasing. But
Okay.
what are you looking forward to at Comic-Con tomorrow?
I'm meeting everyone,
Mhm.
seeing people I've seen before, but also just like meeting people I haven't met before would be cool. And again, like I mentioned, my friend's reaction to it, just have them take it all in. We're not going to leave. I think our train doesn't leave until 9 p.m.
Okay.
What time does the convention close? Like 7?
I think so.
Yeah.
I've never been there till closing.
Oh, well, it sucked because last year I left at like 5, right? And I'm just trying to make sure it's sent through. I left at 5.
It's all happening live right now. Yeah.
And it's like, okay, my bus is going to get here. We're going to leave at 6. My bus didn't come till 9 o'clock, dude. I stood in that freaking
What?
line for 3 hours. So my friend's like, all right, let's take the train this time. Hopefully there's no issues. But the best are the dudes at the bus that work there. They're like, yeah, guys, it's delayed an hour. It's like, you told us an hour ago. And he tried
And
to
it's still true.
yeah.
At that point, there's nothing they could really do.
Right. Damn. It's saying it's too large to send through. What else can I upload this to?
Do you just upload it on G Drive? That's what I was thinking. And then you could share it from there on your Google Drive.
Okay. Sorry, folks. I'm new to technology. Clearly, keep referencing Blockbuster and Pauly Shore.
AOL.
And shooting on film.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I can create.
It's too
I'll create
large to send. It's too large to send over dial-up. That's
What
the
do you
problem.
mean? The internet says it's supposed to work.
He's trying to send it through a rotary phone.
I'm talking to you guys, aren't I? All right.
I was gonna say, if you want, I can create a folder and share the folder with you. Can put it there.
Yeah,
That's
you wanna
easier. Okay. Yep, I'll do that.
Can you send it to the Instagram thing and I'll
Yeah,
send me the link
maybe.
to it? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. How does this work? Maybe.
How does this work?
Copy link. Look at that. Share it through Instagram. Or what? You don't want to? I just sent you my email. You don't want to send me yours? Okay. I see how this works. I see how this works. Let's see. Tell me if that worked.
What is happening here is what Archie is saying.
Well, it all depends on when you tuned in, Archie. We talked about Pauly Shore. Yeah.
Talked about Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore's Oscar run. That work?
Yeah, I just gotta now upload it. Hopefully,
Awesome.
it's worth the wait because it's not even that good.
Well, why that uploads? Everybody hang tight. We'll be here for the next 3.5 hours. So.
So
what else?
Have you guys been paying attention to wrestling lately?
Not really. I did watch Payback a little bit
Yeah.
of it. I caught the more towards the end of it. I have to go back and watch the beginning. I just missed the tag team match with Cody and Jey Uso.
Are you guys gonna go to Mania next year in Philly?
I'm debating. I'm actually thinking about it. I've done Mania before. It's fun. I've done, what is it? 27, 28, and 29.
Yeah, I did 29, 32, and 33.
So we may have crossed paths on 29.
Yeah.
I want to try to bring J-Shot to a wrestling event.
I'll go. I'm happy to go. Just be prepared for who's that? What's he do? Why is he doing that?
It's always going to happen. And you know what? I think we have to do this. I think we need to bring him to a wrestling show and
Yeah.
let
me.
him get consumed by the greatness of sports entertainment, brother.
Yeah,
I
brother.
was gonna say,
That doesn't work for me, brother.
I'm just happy to be invited anywhere, so I'll go. Don't worry about that. So. Just happy to be a part of the gang.
Oh, Archie is he driving? He
driving.
said he's driving up to New York right now.
Oh damn.
So I guess we'll see him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't be texting and driving either, dude. Don't text and drive. We'll send you the link. Just join us.
Just stream and drive. Stream and drive, that's a lot better, right?
Well, it's hands free. Once it's set up, you're good.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Video conference him in. But what is happening right now is we are watching Pac struggle with his dial-up internet as he uploads
Technology.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Don't be sorry, dude. I love this. I love every second of this. As he uploads a 10-minute long stop motion that we will premiere tonight, and we will make everyone watch all of it. So.
Screw it. Let me do this. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put it on my YouTube because it keeps giving me issues. So I'm just gonna upload it on there. And
There you go.
Get the world premiere. Is this the longest one you've ever done?
Yeah, it's about 10 minutes long. And again,
So-
it's very like choppy. It's not clean at all.
You
Oh,
worked
we're
on
gonna
that
judge
for,
you totally. Sorry.
You
Please.
worked on that for about, you said an hour
Yeah.
each day,
Mm-hmm.
and you just left the setup there. Sorry, I'm just playing with my toys.
It's literally just like
How long? How many months
Then-
did that take you?
Yeah, but he said it was 3 to
6
4
months.
days a week for an hour
Mhm.
for 6 months. Yeah. So
I don't know. For me, it's like I can't step away. See, that's the problem I have is like I can't step away from a project that I'm currently doing. Right. So I have to push through and finish it.
so you
Otherwise-
you won't like pick up where you left off or anything like that. You have to.
It's hard for me to reignite that
Really?
feeling. Yeah.
So quick math, which is probably off. So 6 months, an hour a day, 3 or 4 times a week,
Mhm.
roughly 72 hours for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
And you didn't want to show it to anybody. You did 72 hours worth of work. You didn't want to show it to anybody. And now we're going to premiere it here. So.
Yeah, and it's gonna be really like this is like again
It's gonna be a
job
live premiere.
Everyone's going to love it. All right. So while you're uploading that, Archie says, and New York Comic Con is me and Machu's anniversary. Oh, when we first met.
Oh yeah, it is.
Nice.
Gonna bring him a gift.
I met him on the Saturday when I picked up Mario.
Nice.
I met him through Mario.
And then we can all have our own anniversary tomorrow.
Yeah. Start of a new anniversary.
You had to have Sean super kicking Brett. Come on, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was doing it while you were struggling. To this whole time I was just like, where can I get just posing him up?
All right, it's uploading now, so just take a few
Okay.
minutes. But okay, so the premise of this, I'm going to explain what before you
Yeah.
watch it. It's basically
set it up.
Thanos gets the Infinity Gauntlet again. Doctor Strange lets Thor, Iron Man, and Cap know, and they're going to go build their team, and they're going to go get some support and help. So they reach out. Then they meet up again. Basically, you're going to see, oh gosh, something I don't do anymore now. I mixed in comic book figures with MCU figures, so it looks out of place, and like different scaled figures too, like basic figures and stuff like that. So if you see Iron Man taller than War Machine, that's a reason for that.
Of all of this masterpiece that you worked on for 72 hours of your life, you really think we're gonna be here sitting here like, just stop it. Just stop it. Iron Man is taller than War Machine. Actually, we don't want this. Yeah, shut it down. So, come on,
Actually,
we're just excited.
You guys
just messed up the scaling.
Worst
I never-
stop motion ever. Yeah.
I've never seen Cyclops appear on the MCU. But that's like, you know what got me into stop motion and like collecting figures was like growing up, like mixing the figure lines together. Like I went through phases of collecting toys when I was a kid. There was like the Power Ranger phase, the Marvel phase, Ninja Turtles was only because of Next Mutation. I don't know if you guys remember that show.
Wow, that's what got you into Ninja Turtles?
Well, obviously, I like the movies. I had the VHS tapes, but
Oh,
the one that got me into the toys was when they came out with that show, because prior to that, they didn't have the toys on the shelves anymore. Because, toys back then, it was only cycling
Yeah.
through what was on TV or pop culture.
Right.
right.
So Next Mutation figures came out, and I bought those. And then it ended up like, what was it? Started mixing the lines together. Like Egon from Ghostbusters was helping the Ninja Turtles fight Hulk. It was crazy.
I think
I
you
mean-
just caught Jay Shot's attention. You should make that stop motion.
If I can find those figures, I will.
Yeah, you have to use the old ones though, no like new articulation or anything. So it's just like,
So they're just like this, yeah.
no, dude. For a second there, I was like, oh my god, your first introduction to Ninja Turtles was Next Mutation. Like that's, I'd be curious to see what people would think of them at that point. But I just watched Next Mutation this year. I watched I don't know, 3 seasons, 4 seasons of it. So
For the first time.
first time.
Really?
Yeah. No, I grew up on the old cartoon and the movies. That was pretty much what I watched. And then, I've been going through from the beginning, right? Like I watched the 87 cartoon that led into Next Mutation, led into the 2003 series. Now I'm on the 2012 series, so I'm trying to go through all of them.
How do you feel about the Bay Turtles?
They have their place, I guess. I mean, I don't like design wise, I don't think they're great, but that second movie was pure fan service and it was kind of freaking hysterical to that degree, right? Like Seamus is Bebop, like come on, what's or Rocksteady?
Yeah.
Like you can't be, so I can find something good in almost everything, that I've watched. Like, is it my favorite? No, but
Even the Bay Transformers, because I remember when I posted this, you talked about it, the tighter shirt from Transformers.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You need to go find a tighter shirt. There isn't one. We checked. Yeah.
Fist bump.
The best lines.
That is one of my favorite lines from that movie. That's the most memorable line from that movie, I think.
Yeah.
Was that? Yeah. It was that, and like when he was like running in the library, like getting away from the girl that turned into like one of those Decepticons. Yeah. And he's like, it's inside your eggs, inside you got to throw it. I was like, or he was telling Megan Fox, he was like, I'm putting you in a timeout.
Oh my god, putting you in a timeout. Where is Michael Bay now? What is he? Well, he's still producing the Transformer movies, right? They're still making them. Did they just come out with a new one?
Yeah, Rise of the Beast. I wasn't a fan of it, honestly.
I thought it was all right. I saw it when it came out digital. It was not what I was expecting with the end, with how the movie ended. I'm not going to say what happened, but for those that know what happened,
it's because my Transformers growing up was Beast Wars, and like this is kind of a spoiler, I guess. Kind of the only dialogue you get from any of the Maximals are like 1 or 2 sentences. I was like, that's it. Like,
yeah. Well, to me, what was throwing me off was that it was Mirage, right? But why was he acting like Jazz?
I don't know. Yeah. You haven't seen it yet, have you, Jay?
No, I haven't.
No.
I haven't. I don't think I saw Transformers. I mean, I remember the 80s cartoon, never like really. And I remember when the first Bay movie came out, but I don't know if I saw anything past like the second one.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Oh, you didn't miss anything with the Wahlberg. I was not a fan of it. I was like, first off, what scientist is yoked? When does he have time to go to the gym? Like, come on.
I work my mind and my body, all right? Yeah.
I think we found a Transformer. I was like, no.
I think we found a Transformer.
I need to find a figure.
Is he a cop? Is he a cop? Yeah.
Seriously, I was thinking about this before the show. I need to find a figure that of Mark Wahlberg, like of a character that he played, just so I could do the stop motion and Jay Shot could do the voice.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
There's not a single Mark Wahlberg figure out there.
Not a good one, I think.
When that movie came out, the Extinction Transformers, did they come out with any like human figures to go with the Transformers?
I don't think so.
Because I know they made a Sam Witwicky.
Did they?
Yeah, I was thinking about buying it. I was like, should I buy a Shia LaBeouf? I was like, no.
Multiple options to buy Shia LaBeouf. You could have bought him for that weird Indiana Jones movie too.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's the Indiana Jones I grew up watching. It was Shia LaBeouf. I'm kidding. I just want to see you guys' reactions.
That's all the time we have. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Okay, I was gonna do this just for the reaction. I just wanted to see.
That's what? Yeah. Between the it's like, yeah, I was introduced to Ninja Turtles through Next Mutation, and Shia LaBeouf is my Indiana Jones. What the hell is happening here?
Pauly Shore,
God.
Transformers. I'm all over this. Okay, I think it should be uploaded now.
All right, here we go.
I don't know. If
All right,
there's any audio. So I'm just gonna narrate through the whole thing. It's on my YouTube channel, but I'm just gonna narrate through all of
Hold
it.
on, I'll share. I'll pull it up here. Let's see. So look, oh, now my no. Now my internet doesn't want to work.
All right, then I'll try it. I was always worried about my internet not working.
Release the cut. It's meant
All
to
right,
stay
let's see.
hidden forever.
Pop cut.
Let's see. Oh, cut. All right.
Oh,
Here we
yeah.
go.
There's like superpower effects in this. I like it's cheesy as hell.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Let's.
All right, here we go.
Oh man.
There it is. There it is.
It might be choppy
All right.
because I just uploaded it, but there.
It's gonna be even more choppy because it's playing through the screen.
So,
All right, here we go. Here we go. World premiere. World premiere. Between two Sentinels exclusive. And launch.
no refunds, y'all. So basically, it's like Strange got you here. It's like, yeah, I got his message, and there he is. There's Thor.
Look at that.
Whoa.
So you got Doctor Strange warning him what's happened. Thanos, has the gauntlet again, and
Look at that rack focus.
Yeah.
Nice rack. Yeah, I was gonna say nice rack focus.
So they have 48 hours to assemble their team. So they're gonna go and look for them and get some help. Thor says he'll contact the Guardians. I told y'all this was bad.
No, it's just dude. Come on.
I can't get
It's
past it.
fun.
How tall Thor is. I couldn't say it. I couldn't get it out of my mouth.
This
Is that
is
a basic figure?
Yeah. Yeah, right. There's a flashback scene to what happened prior, and Thanos and him are basically
Ooh.
yeah.
Look at the reveal. Come on,
That was
yeah.
nice.
I think this was like I only had one loom cube. That's why everything is single.
Everything is single.
That's why it took you so long. The loop cube kept dying.
Yeah.
To charge it up. Yeah.
Thanos is basically saying, I think you can see my TV in the background. He's basically saying, I was embarrassed when I consumed the stones before, but this time I'm going to make the most of it. And then you'll see him clench his fist with it. And he
I just
knows
wanna
what's
say-
coming. Yeah, what's up?
When we started playing this, the viewers went up.
Did he?
See? People heard. People heard.
So he says, best of luck to you. I don't know, because they fight at some point because he respects the effort. So basically he asked Tony, who did you bring? And I was going to put in the X-Men theme song, like, and there it is.
Yeah, we got it. We got it.
Cap Strike Force team is all these guys. Rhodey's asking Tony why he didn't contact him.
Wait. Why is War Machine so small? I
hate you guys. Here's the big reveal. Frank Castle's in on it too.
I love that Captain America got Punisher. I won't kill, so I need somebody who does it better.
And so here's Thor with some of the Guardians.
I love how you did. Did you just like shine the loom cube?
It was my phone flash. And this is
Love it.
Doctor Strange talking about we're in the biggest fight of our life. We only have one shot to beat him. And you see Rocket try to take his gun.
Oh my god.
But they're all. There's a twist to this I didn't mention, but you're going to see here later.
Yeah, well, we're invested now, so yeah.
He told Professor X, you're going to have to be the one that stays behind so you can communicate with others for help. Cyclops being the Boy Scout saying, no, I'll stay with you. And he said, no, I'll stay with Drax. He'll protect me. Oh, wait, I forgot their song. Oh, wait, lower the song. Sorry. I forgot there was a song in this. My bad. This is the end. So they go through the portal. I just don't want you guys to get flagged for copyright.
Yeah.
So they go through the portal. And they're like, where's Thanos? Boom, there he appears.
A reveal.
And he says, I have my own team as well. And here they come. You're going to see no movements in the feet. They're just going to be sliding like Gumby. So you see Scourge, Ronan the Accuser, Carnage,
Ooh.
and then last but not least, Hela. And Apocalypse,
Oh,
of course. The Toy Biz Apocalypse.
big reveal.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, let's get to work. And they break up into teams who should fight who. So they're delegating it, and Cyclops chooses like, hey, I'm familiar with this, so I'll fight Apocalypse. So they go after Scourge. Not Scourge. What's this guy? Is it Scourge? No, not Scourge. What's this guy's name? Bone Crusher, my bad.
Bone Crusher, yeah.
Was it Bone Crusher?
No, is it? What's that?
Oh no, it's not Bones.
Crossbones.
Crossbones, my bad.
Crossbones. Yeah, we got there. We got there.
So he kicks his ass, and then Peter Dinklage. Yeah. Boom. And he Punisher pops his head off. He just shoots him off.
We were all thinking it. Fucking
Yep.
rocket.
He kills Sam. That was a little nod to Sam
Oh my
Wilson
God.
Cap when he had the shield.
Yeah.
And then there's the effect for Iron Man.
So good.
And he's basically like, how many casualties, Cap? He's like, we got a few. I'm glad you muted it because I forgot there is a song later on.
Okay.
And there's Spidey, another basic figure you can tell
Swinging
coming
in.
through. Yeah. And he ducks it and slice.
Oh,
Yeah. It's clobbering time. He saw him kill the kid.
for a second, I thought Thing was going to try to put it back together.
And there's the sound wave effect that makes him go back to Cletus Cassidy. He got shot by Frank Castle.
Castle just walking around, pop.
Thanos is pissed off. He's killed off a couple dudes. Frank's just like, I fought a lot scarier than you. And then here's another effect. Oh yeah, there it is. And he
That looked good.
gets his gun, gets his other gun, and he just puts them up. Knocks Frank out and says, "You're going to be joining your family soon." And then, bam, there it is.
Cold.
Yeah. Now it's Rhodey's turn.
Peter
Played by
Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, yeah. He just blew up Rhodey. Apocalypse takes out Iron Man, and here comes Thing against Thanos, and not even close. Knocks the hell out of him. Hela transforms right here.
Ooh, that was good.
She just aims the gun at her and just like, nope. Stabs Nebula. She's dead. And then here comes Thor. She just, bam, away. And then she's like, you don't want to do this. You don't want to work for him and stuff like that. And Hela's like, I have no other choice. And Thor's just like, whatever. Just goes. The Accuser uses the Power Stone.
Power Stone. Wait,
Kills-
how does he have the Power Stone? if it's
I didn't think this through, but I was right.
Don't poke holes in this.
Yeah.
Don't
I
poke
was
holes in this. Yeah.
So here comes his effect. I totally forgot I did these in the
Dude,
movie.
it looks good.
I can send you the effect that we use on the promo.
All right. Oh yeah, Beast is involved in this.
I was gonna say, what beast is that?
Toy Biz. You just see his glasses.
You just
So Wolverine gets pissed, and Magneto's like, he's like, no, I got this. Because, all metal. It's just super easy. And then that's pretty much it for Ultron. And Hela puts like a spell on Magneto. He goes down for a little bit. And Wolverine gets his ass kicked. This one was my favorite thing to do. Just knocks him out. Cap gets knocked out. So, okay, here's the last sequence. There's very few survivors remaining. I had this song playing, and Iron Man pretty much sees everyone's dead. Like, there's nothing left. And he's just walking.
Absolute destruction.
Yeah, the song I had playing for this was, I forgot what it was something, I think, Sons of Anarchy. He sees Peter beheaded right there. And that sets him off. He's like, yeah, and then it's just basically he's the only one standing. He's like, I gotta try. So then Thanos is about to kill him right here, uses the gauntlet, and then bam, Cap comes out of nowhere, takes the fall for him. Says, that's it, Tony. And then this is pretty much it. Everyone's gone except Professor's talking to Doctor Strange, he's like, we have help. And here we go. Silver Surfer comes through, Archangel,
Ooh.
and this is the one I
Phoenix.
traded the Pokemon cards for.
What a
There's the
twist.
Yeah. There's the Phoenix, and yeah, you see them all just go to work and just destroy all these people. Like, it's like, sorry, we're late and stuff like that. Here comes the Phoenix. Comes gliding through and just destroys Thanos. And Tony's like, glad you got help. There's only one person left to kill. It's like, yeah, it's Apocalypse. He's the last one. She's like, what are you doing? Do it. And here's the twist. And Apocalypse saying, thank you, my child. And then the mutants are, it's the turn. The mutants basically, yeah, this is the turn. Like, check this out with Archangel. He's just like, he serves his master. There you go. So basically, the mutants got tired of fighting the Avengers fight and having people massacred for it. So they just want peace. Or if they get in their way, there's going to be a fight. Magneto's warning them. And this is basically Professor X's speech. I think this goes on for a minute. I think there's supposed to be a lot of dialogue. He's just like, look, we're not ungrateful for what you guys have done, but I'm tired of seeing my people die at the expense of your wars. And that's basically what he was giving his Professor X spiel, So that was the twist of it. The mutants and the X-Men.
Careful. Marvel might take your idea, and this is going to be how they introduce the X-Men.
This is on the next season of What If. They use this as the storyboards. Yeah. So.
And then I don't know if I put the post credits in here.
God, I hope so. I hope it's like animator Pac, story Pac. Like it's just your name 97 times. Best boy grip Pac. Yeah.
They're like, what do we do? And Silver Surfer's like, I've got some help. And then I think it cuts to the post credits. Yeah, here it is. He's like, we could really use your help against the Phoenix. And I was going to do this big thing where it was Captain Marvel against the Dark Phoenix. And that was it. Yeah.
And now we're watching the TPC.
Yeah.
And now we're on TPC. Yeah. For some reason I can't. There you go. Okay.
Thank you guys for letting me air that. That
was awesome.
No, thank you for showing it, man. Like, my favorite thing about it is you had the story. The story was there. Like that was, that was 10 minutes. I didn't get bored. That was awesome.
The story is always the hardest part for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was something like I brainstormed for a while and just like, oh, let me do it. I obviously, technical, technical stuff, the choppiness and all that stuff. I was more so just trying to get that plot twist in there. Like, oh my God, no, it's not coming. It was the mutants. Yeah. They eliminated one threat and then they became the threat. Yeah.
Mapping it all out and getting the story right. That's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Now you just team up with Machu and you guys will make a killer animation and I'll voice it all. It'll be great.
Yeah. We'll
make redo that?
We'll make a stop motion with a Mark Wahlberg figure.
Exactly.
And we'll have J-Shot voice it.
Rocket will be voiced by Mark Wahlberg this time. So yeah.
He'll also play Wolverine. Guys, my muscles.
Yeah. I got a healing factor, all right? I'll be okay, all right?
Did you ever see the Andy Samberg one where he did the impression? He just went through all these animals.
Oh, I don't think I did.
It was like an SNL skit. He did an impression of Mark Wahlberg. It was hilarious.
That's awesome. I don't know where we go from there, man. I think that's it. That was the height of the show. Exclusive drop right here. Otherwise, go check it out.
I'm gonna take it down so you can only watch it on the replay. So you have to
watch it on the replay. Bingo! I love that. Thank you for that.
Thanks for letting me do that.
And Peter D. So
I want to see more stop motion from you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Do it.
I'll see. I'll do it. All right. I'll try. But thank you for letting me showcase it. It was cool because I've been meaning to do it. I was just like, yeah, it's perfect time to do it. And thanks for working through all my technical difficulties.
I'm sorry for picking out the plot armor with the Power Stone.
Oh yeah, because I was like, when you said it, I was like, oh damn, I forgot about that. Thanos says. We'll just say Thanos gave it to him, and he could just use it right there.
Yeah.
No, man. I mean, we also have season 1 of Loki. They're just paperweights. It's fine. They brought a different one. Yeah, that's all. So it works out. So yeah. But yeah,
Thanks to the people in the chat saying it was cool. Thanks for enjoying it, y'all.
Yeah, dude. Everybody jumped in. Everybody had comments. Yeah, dude. We're always our hardest critics, and it was way better than you think it was, dude. It was definitely enjoyable. So, thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here. We will see you tomorrow at New York Comic Con, which I'm really excited. We'll get to meet in person.
Me too.
And I think Dante will be there, so we'll force him to buy a McFarlane.
Or at least have him hold one. I'll bring mine just to get a picture of him holding it.
Make it the Santa, please. The Batman
Yes, the Santa one. It's the perfect one. So,
Yeah, well.
the perfect one. But yeah, we'll be at Comic-Con tomorrow, Friday, potentially Saturday and Sunday. If you're around, come hang out, come meet us, come look for us, come yell at us. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Kick me in the shins if you want. I don't know, whatever we got to do. But yeah, I don't know. Anything else to touch on to promote?
Where can we find you, Pac?
Oh yeah, on YouTube you can find me Pac Photos, or the handle is Real Pac Photos because somebody else took Pac Photos.
Really?
Yeah, did something recently with DC Multiverse Collector, my friend the Broken Bat, and Bones the Necro Zoo, called DC Multiverse Society. It's a podcast where we focus just on the DC Multiverse line. We probably try to do that at least once a month, so look out for that. And then on Instagram, you can find me at Pac Photos. On MySpace, you can find me at Phil of the Future.
What about Zenga?
Check out
for
my
you.
Friendster.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, man. That's it. That's thanks for a great episode, and we'll catch you next week, or actually we'll catch you tomorrow with an exclusive New York Comic Con live. So stay tuned for more info on that.
Yeah.
And as always, for anybody who's watching with this live or watching the replay, we appreciate the hell out of all of yous, and we'll see you next week. Do that outro, Rachu. Outro.